Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On behalf of Clayton First Nation, welcome to the House of Ancestors. Please find some friends. Please then find a table where you can sit with those friends. Don't hesitate to have fun until you hear me back at the microphone again. You have about 7 minutes to find friends, find a table, get comfortable. We've got water, tea and coffee, I think, are out. Anybody care? Anybody listening? Nicole Wiltermuth. Elder Shirley. Oh my goodness, the whole gang is here. This is fantastic. Anyway, come on in, everybody. Don't be shy. Get a table up front. Yes, you. That was good. And we'll get our program going in 7 minutes. All right. So I'll call you up and I'll hand you the scripts, and then I do an intro, and then I say, Harry, would you please administer the oath of office? Yeah. And then when it comes to chief of council, hey, good for you. Great to meet you, and I look forward to getting. I was doing communications for Clayton up until last year. My wife and I moved to Ottawa, Ontario, closer to our son and his partner. But Chief still invites me back to do special events, AGM, swearing in. Hello. So yeah, you'll see me a few times. Okay. Oh yeah. We forgot you guys get 8 times off. Once again, everybody, we invite you to find a table, get to know some new friends. There's a couple of city councilors. You could chew their ear for, an hour or two and let them know what you think of how things are going. Why not? It's a Saturday night in Prince George. We're never shy about sharing our ideas. Come on in, everybody, find a seat, any seat. It's open seating, and we'll get our program going here in a couple of minutes. All right. Right, Barb? Okay, just checking. Two minutes, everyone. 2 minutes. Come on in, get a seat, grab a glass of water, cup of coffee. 2 minutes, everyone. One minute, everyone. 1 minute. Bring those conversations and your cups of tea to your table. 1 minute, please. All right, everyone. I always hate to interrupt good communication, but, politely today, very strict protocols on how we do swearing-in ceremonies. Welcome, everyone. Hadi. Pardon me? Hadi. How was that, Elder Dar? Oh, not good enough. Not good enough, says Elder Darlene. Hadi. I don't care what she says. I think you did fantastic. Thank you. Welcome to House of Ancestors 2025 swearing-in ceremony for our Lands Authority representatives, our new councillors, count them, 8 of them, and of course our chief. So we'll get to the formal part of the program after we feed you. But we do have an opening that we would like to get busy with now. We're going to start with a short opening. Then we're going to feed you and hydrate you, Appies and Bevies. Then I'm going to call you back to begin the program post-nourishment time, and then we're going to we are going to swear in 3 Lands Authority representatives, 8 councillor and 1 chief. We're going to give them a chance to say a few words and share their thoughts and ideas with you, and then we are going to do a short wrap-up. I want all Council Lands Authority, you're on notice now, please. Please stay around. I don't know what playoff hockey game is going on afterwards. We need photos. We need to share who you are on your website. So James Doyle, you'll see him, the guy with not 1 but 2 cameras. He's going to float around taking photos. If you need him to use Photoshop, just ask him nicely. I know all that new technology. Pat Seymour, great to see you, Elder Pat. Not to call you out or anything, buddy, but aren't you drumming here in a few minutes? Yes, of course. Chuck, there's Chuck, the other photographer. Not sure who let him in the door, but Chuck's welcome at Clytley events anytime, buddy. Good to see you. So, Council, Lands Authority, nobody leaves until we have all the photos we need of you. And with that, let's ask Elder Shirley Wiltermuth to come forward and offer us an opening blessing, prayer, message. And when Shirley comes to the microphone, you better be on your best behavior, I'm just saying. Right, Elder Shirley? She taught me that many years ago. Oh, let me lower the microphone for you, buddy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I would like to congratulate Dolly and Logan for coming back again, and all Chief and Council and Lands Authority, and especially my niece, Miranda Seymour. Dear God, thank you for your amazing power and work in our lives. Thank you for your goodness and for your blessings over us. Thank you that you are able to bring hope through even the toughest of times, strengthening us for your purposes. Thank you for your great love and care. Thank you for your mercy and grace. Amen.
Thank you. You get a hug. Does that help? Thank you, Elder Shirley, for that opening and getting us started in the right way. Oh my goodness, Tofik Islam, our executive director, gives the elders a hug too. Where does it end here in Clytley country, I tell you? Well, now that Elder Pat is here, is your drum warmed up? Would you please give a warm welcome to Claytley Tenay's very own Khastan drummers? Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for inviting the Khastan drummers to the swearing in. And we'd like to congratulate all the chief and council for their upcoming years to represent Lately Tenay. We have I'm not too sure if everybody knows, so I'm just going to reintroduce our drum group. So we have Chester Williams from Kidamax, Kitwinga, Darlene Williams from Whitsett, Pat Seymour, Lately Tenay. I forgot this guy's name. Clarence John, Lately Tenay. Myself, Brenda Wilson from the Kidamax. Oh yeah, Brenda Wilson John from Kidamax. And the famous Jennifer Piggin from Lately Tenay with Toden. Oh, the song that we're going to do is Adadene. It talks about many of the communities that are surrounded in this area, and that's where many of our people come from and who we have relationships with, right? Oh, sorry. We're acknowledging the ancestors. Okay.
Anybody want to hear another song? It's bonus night here at Swearing In. Yes, please. And now that Pat Seymour is with us, yes. Oh, lately today, I think is the word. Just teasing respectfully, of course. Yes, please, to a second song, Khastan drummers.
So this next song we're going to do is the Snake Medicine song. And this is a song that talks about when we go out into the lands and we want to make sure that everything is safe, just as the counselors are going to do for us. When they're out there representing us, they make sure that they're going to look for safety for the communities. So we want to sing this song to celebrate what is going to occur for the next couple of years. Thank you. Ms. Sai, have a good evening.
Let's hear it for the Khastan drummers, everyone. The great news is we've asked our drummers to stick around and enjoy the festivities and do a closing song. So if you haven't had enough of them, they will be back here in a short time. All right, now, anybody hungry? Yes? No? Okay, we can skip the Appies and all that good stuff HOA's been working on all day. We're going to take a little hydration break and get you some nourishment now so that you'll be in great shape to listen to all of the festivities post-dinner. We're going to ask elders first, please, to go and help yourself. We've got Appies Beverages. I saw a fancy cake there, but nobody cut into it, please, until Chef Tracy tells us that it's okay. Everybody still arriving? That's excellent. Okay, elders, please to enjoy something to eat and a drink, and we'll resume our program in 40 minutes. Thanks very much. Check 2323. Hello, everybody. Now that our elders have been through our food service, please feel free to join them. Fill your plates, grab a cup of coffee, ice water, desserts, whatever. Jan Shannon? Everyone else, please, and enjoy some Appies. get you a card. Anything else? Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? We have a few more minutes if you want to go and refill plates, grab a few extra treats, fill your coffee cup, fill your water glasses. Showtime starts in about, 7 minutes or so. Thank you very much. Three minutes, everyone. 3 minutes for extra stocking up. Fill your coffee cups, teacups, water glasses, and we will get the show on the road. Right, Jan? Paging Elder Veronica Seymour. You're just about ready to bring you up front, buddy. Last call for extra servings. Last call. Anyone in line when I start in 1 minute? Well, It's Claytley penalties all around, and you don't want to face those. 1 minute, everybody. Thank you. Andrew, buddy, let me know if those mics are good, yeah? Russell Sound. You got, I need 2 microphones on. 2, 3. Oh, excellent. Hiding in the corner. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it even makes me sound better. Don't you agree? No? Members? Apparently not. Elder Veronica, could you take care of this table for me? Give them the what for. All right, everybody. Thank you, Barb, for getting Elder Veronica. Could we hear it for Elder Veronica Seymour, who's going to be our key witness to all of the oaths of office. All set, Elder? Okay, you got tea? You ready? You're keeping an eye on that table? Thank you. They're rowdy, trust me. Especially the guy with the last name Scott. Very good. Okay, welcome back, everybody. How was dinner? Can we hear it for the HOA team? Yes? Lady, that's your 3rd cup of coffee. I'm counting, you know. It's the Claytley way. We keep an eye on everything, or try to. Very good. Before we get into the formal part of the process, it's a pleasure to introduce a number of what I call friends of Claytley Tenay. These are our community partners, your business partners, people who have had a relationship with your nation, in some cases 25, almost 30 years now. So we have a number in the audience with us, and it's my pleasure now to introduce them. Did anyone, let me start, anyone from McLeod Lake Indian Band make it tonight? I don't see Chief Chingy, but I don't know everybody on council. We invited them because they were kind enough to invite Chief Logan and her team to their swearing-in ceremony, 2 years ago, 18 months ago? But they did get an invite. I would ask the following as you're introduced to stand, if you can, or at least wave. Please give a warm Claytley welcome for Acting Mayor Prince George, Susan Scott, and members of City Council who are here. Susan and Garth. Thank you so much. We have another local government partner in the room tonight. Could I hear it, please, for Regional District of Fraser Fort George Chair Lara Beckett and Vice Chair Art Kane. Stand. No, really, Lara, you have to stand in your case. She's a bit short, so we ask her to stand so we can all see her. Well, she was supposed to be walking this morning and missed it. We have your new MLAs, Kyle Giddens and Rosalind Bird. Thank you both for joining us. Not having much fun in Victoria, but what the heck, it's tough duty, and this next person could tell them all about it, right? Please give a warm welcome to former MLA Shirley Bond, who will soon be known as Dr. Shirley Bond. Yes, in just a few days, so we'll have to make sure we add the doctor in front of Shirley for all future events. I want you to know we invited your members of parliament, Mr. Todd Doherty and Bob Zimmer, but they were called to Ottawa. Apparently there was some change in Canada on Monday night or something, and they had to get back to Ottawa and figure out what their team's going to be doing, I imagine, for the next couple of years. So Todd and Bob, always welcome at Claytley events, and we appreciate their work. Want you to know that Premier Eby sends his regrets, as do several other BC government representatives other than Kyle and Rosalind. We invited them, but of course, always busy in British Columbia and across the country, but they wish new Chief and Council and Lands Authority representatives all the best. Now, on the post-secondary side, we have several representatives of the University of Northern BC. I would ask them to stand and be recognized. We have Vice President Bill Owen, Dr. Rihanna Robinson, and Vice President Indigenous Penina Harding. Would you three stand and give us a wave? Great. And of course, don't forget, Claytley members, I believe you have a very nice tuition partnership with the University of Northern BC, right? Any of you youngsters here? And there's a couple. Remember that. Tuition is covered. And then I believe Claytley covers some expenses. So there's no reason not to go up the hill, as many of us called it, when it was first started to be built. And hey, you get what you... From CNC, pleasure to introduce Cindy Heitman, President of the College of New Caledonia, and Tara Serenci, VP Finance, I think. Thank you, ladies, for coming. Again, Claytley Tene enjoys a wonderful working relationship with CNC. Who am I forgetting? Anybody? Who? Oh, yes, Dr. Jesse King. Right, sorry, Jesse. Elder Dar made sure you're on my list, and, you know, it's my old eyes trying to pick. Will you stand up, Jesse? Have you met the VP Indigenous for the College of New Caledonia? I hear good things about her. Thank you, Jesse. Sorry, Dar. I'll try to do better next time. Dar's a big help, but when she gives you the look. It is a real pleasure now to introduce someone, a couple of representatives of School District 57. Could I hear that warm Claytley applause for Vice Chair Erica McLean and Jamil Aziz, Superintendent and CEO. Thank you both for being here. And again, your Claytley team works very closely with all of our education partners. Now, we have several business partners with us tonight as well. Would you welcome Ian Stephen, Woodlands Director with Canfor, please? Thank you, Ian. How about Mr. William Cordoban with Carrier Lumber? Thanks for coming, Bill, and thank you, Ian. Do we have anybody with Dunkley Lumber? Got an invite? No? How about Arbios Biofuels, your green energy partner out there on Pulp Mill Road? Okay. Well, and a guy I just met tonight, I've heard about him for years, happens to be a Claytley member, runs a company called Falcon Contracting. Would you please welcome Zane Pickering? Zane? Thank you for attending. All right. Claytley Tene's longest community partner, and this partnership goes back at least a quarter century. All of Claytley's very important artifacts and regalia are housed properly with our partner, the Exploration Place. We have Robin and Chad with us tonight representing the Exploration Place. No, Chad, you actually have to stand up. Look at the beard. Hey, I'm a little jealous, buddy. It's looking good. Thank you, Robin and Chad. In recent years, Claytley Tene has developed partnership agreements with 3 community groups, and it was decided at the time that these groups reached out to Claytley Tene and wanted a more formal relationship. Collaboration agreement, partnership agreement lays out a couple of things that both sides have to do, but it was the wish of these 3 groups to formalize that relationship with their host First Nation, Claytley Tene. The first one is the Prince George Chamber of Commerce, and with us tonight is CEO Neil Godbout. And if the name sounds familiar, that's right. He used to be the editor of our Prince George Citizen for many, many years, very active in the community. And of course, I have a little story I've got to share with you. Elder Veronica, do I have a couple of minutes to share a story about Neil? No, the PG Chamber. Just say yes. Okay, thank you, Elder. Elder said yes in her own way. So, the story is that a couple of Wednesday nights ago, Clyde-Littonet and the Prince George Chamber of Commerce made history. What kind of history, Kevin? Well, they broke a 113-year record. 113 years. Anybody that old? Any elders? No, I don't think so. 113 years. There was only one person invited to administer the oath of office to the new board members at the PG Chamber. And that happened to be the mayor of the city of Prince George. Well, Neil and his board decided not that long ago it was time to change that. Why just the mayor of Prince George? Why not the chief of the Clyde-Littonet? So they did. They changed the Constitution, and Chief Logan presided over their swearing-in ceremony, and it took place, and everybody had a good time and was glad to see Chief there. So now, apparently, they have a choice. You know, they could choose the mayor or they can choose the chief. I don't know how the bidding goes. If you want to know more, ask Neil, and he can let you know. But so for the 114th swearing-in ceremony, Chief Logan presided. Thank you, PG Chamber. If that ain't reconciliation, I don't know what is. It's all about these small steps, right? Right. Second partnership agreement signed a few years ago was with the Prince George Airport Authority. Tonight we have with us Board Chair Derek Doherty, Office Manager, Executive Assistant to the Board, Christy McLean. Please, you've got flags flying out there. You've got recognition. There's a great group that helped work with Clyde-Littonet and YXS. If you've been to the airport recently, you'll see some history panels, Clyde-Littonet history panels in the main part of the terminal. And our good friends at Tourism Prince George, represented tonight by Mr. Colin Carson, who is the head honcho at Tourism PG. Colin and the team at Tourism PG go out of their way to make it known to Clyde-Littonet that whatever help is required, whether it's with the Ancient Forest Project, the history display at YXS, they're always there to help Clyde-Littonet. Colin, we appreciate everything you and Tourism Prince George do. And then the third partnership, and it was kind of a strange one because what ski club do you know reaches out to their local host First Nation to say, we want to partner too? Well, the Caledonia Nordic Ski Club wanted to have a formal relationship with Clyde-Littonet. Of course, they're on Clyde territory, and they recognize that. They wanted to have your respectful land acknowledgement plaques. They wanted to fly the flag. And with us tonight is the chair of the board, Lenita Horning, and her husband, representing Caledonia Nordic Ski Club. Lenita, where are you? There she is. And where's your husband? Oh, he gets to stand up. Who doesn't love a little cross-country skiing out at Otway? Thank you. All right. Okay. Clyde in recent years has also named honorary members. 3 of them that I'm aware of. We invited them to join you tonight. First is Jim Martin, who retired as the CAO of the Fraser Fort George Regional District about a year ago, Lara, something like that. And the former CEO of the Exploration Place, Tracy Calageros. Neither were able to make it tonight, so they sent me to represent your honorary members. And for all of us honorary members of Clyde-Littonet, we really appreciate the honor. So thank you, everybody, for being here, all the partners of Clyde-Littonet. Everyone is quick to say you can't do it on your own. It takes a team, takes collaboration, takes cooperation. Alrighty, now, Elder Seymour, are we right? I'm sorry? Former. Oh, yeah. We gave him a nice painting, or chief and council did. What else does the guy? Lynn Hall, everybody. Always a friend. I understand there may be a lobby campaign to add a fourth honorary member soon, and Lynn, I'd be behind you all the way on that. Have I forgotten any other VIP special guests? I'm sure I did. Well, we can squeeze you in with an announcement as we go tonight. Back to you, Elder Seymour. We're set to go. You're going to witness all the action to come. All right. What we do now is call upon, starting with our Lands Authority representatives and their personal witnesses who will administer their oaths of office. Then we're going to move to your new council, all 8 of you, and then we'll conclude with the swearing in of our chief. So, could I ask Clayton Poutney to come forward as our first Lands Authority representative, and Clayton has asked Regina Toth to administer the oath of office. Oh yeah, you got to come up to the mics, and you actually have to listen to what Regina says. How about you go over in this one? We'll ask Regina to come to this microphone. There you are. So, Clayton, what's going to happen is Regina's going to read the oath line by line, and then you're going to repeat that. And be nice to her, okay?
Makes sense.
All right.
For a change, Kevin, you make sense.
Please start us off, Regina. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. I, Councillor Clayton Poutney, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge.
I, Councillor Clayton Poutney, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of Clayton and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of Clade-Leetonais and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
To work diligently for the good of the Clade-Leetonais community.
To work diligently for the good of the Clade-Leetonais community.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of the Clade-Leetonais.
To build consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of the Clade-Leetonais.
To uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution.
To uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution.
To advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local, provincial, federal, and international.
Okay, wait a second. These are different. Yeah, I'm like...
Just repeat the words.
I'm like,
follow Regina's lead.
why am I holding this if there's a difference here?
Oh, look at, I've got the counselor one.
Oh, there we go.
What
Come
a
on,
team
Kevin.
here.
Start
got
over
one job.
again.
Hang on. Shahid is going to save us. People, work with me, will you?
I'm like, wait a second, something's really wrong here.
Clay, that's the first good thing you picked up. That's excellent. This will be a good term on council.
I was like,
Yeah,
I think Regina needs the corrected version. Do you want to start from the top?
you know what, we can go, it was pretty much the same until, like, D.
We're pretty easygoing when it comes
Yeah,
to swearing-ins, right?
You know, it's good I get to be, like, the
Okay.
litmus
All
test
right,
up here,
listen
so,
to
yeah,
Regina,
let's do it.
please. Thank you.
We'll be redoing to abide by and uphold the responsibility of the Lands Authority as set out in the Clade-Leetonais Land Code and the established Clade-Leetonais Lands Authority terms of reference.
To abide by and uphold the responsibilities of the Lands Authority as set out in the Clade-Leetonais Land Code and established Clade-Leetonais Lands Authority terms of reference.
To treat all people with respect.
To treat all people with respect.
To work for the people of Clade-Leetonais with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority and without favor to any individual or family.
To work for the people of the Clade-Leetonais with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority and without favor to any individual or family.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I know, right?
Thank you both for your flexibility. I'll take those. Now we're going to ask you to join Elder Veronica, who's going to ask you to sign your life away as our Lands Authority representative. She's going to keep an eye on you, and Shahid will help you sign the right documents, even if the read aloud ones are. Well, we do that to test our leaders from time to time, make sure they're actually reading what we write for them. All right, Jamie and Miranda, you know what you have to go through, right? Okay, good. Let's hear it for Clayton Poutney. And, oh, hang on, Clayton, we got a gift for you, buddy. And let's, one more time, let's hear it for Clayton and Regina, please. You'll see them again soon. Thank you both. All righty, your second Lands Authority representative. Please welcome Miranda Seymour and Elder Shirley Wiltermuth, who will administer to the oath of office. And Elder Shirley assures us that she has the right script, and even if it's wrong, she's still going to go with that script. Right, Shirley? All right. Okay, Shirley, I don't know how much lower I can get that, but...
I, Miranda Seymour, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge
I, Miranda Seymour, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of Clayton and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of Clayton and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
To work diligently for the good of the Clayton community.
To work diligently for the good of the Clayton community.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of the Clayton.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of the Clayton.
To abide by and uphold the responsibilities of the Lands Authority as set out in the Clayton Land Code and the established Clayton Lands Authority terms of reference.
To abide by and uphold the responsibilities of the Lands Authority as set out in the Clayton Land Code and the established Clayton Lands Authority terms of reference.
To treat all people with respect.
To treat all people with respect.
To work for the people of Clayton with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority and without favor to any individual or family.
To work for the people of Clayton with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority without favor to any individual or family.
Congratulations, Miranda.
Thank you.
Thank you. You want to take that? Did you get a copy of it? Calling up next, your third representative on the Lands Authority, Mr. Jamie Bird, accompanied by Elder Robert Bird. Very good. Thank you. And Elder Robert, if you would get us started, please.
Jamie Bird, do you solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge
I, Jamie Bird, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge
to respect all laws, policies, traditions of Clayton and to discharge my duty in keeping with these?
to respect all laws, policies, traditions of Clayton and to discharge my duty in keeping with these,
To work diligently for the good of the Clayton community.
to work diligently for the good of the Clayton community,
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of Clayton.
to build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officials and employees of Clayton.
To abide by and uphold the responsibilities of the Lands Authority as set out in the Clayton Land Code and establish Clayton Lands Authority terms of reference.
To abide by and uphold the responsibilities of Lands Authority as set out in the Clayton Land Code and establish Clayton Lands Authority terms of reference.
To treat all people with respect.
To treat all people with respect.
To work for the people of Clayton with the best interest of all citizens of the nation as my priority and without favor to any individual or family.
To work for the people of Clayton with the best interest of all citizens of the nation as my priority and without favor to any individual or family.
Congratulations, Jamie.
And don't forget Lands Authority, Council and Chief, we need you for photos after tonight's swearing-in ceremony is completed. Please don't rush away. And we also invite members and family to, pose for pictures too. Why not? How often do you get elected to Lands Authority or Chief and Council? Very special. All right, we're going to move into our council swearing in part of the ceremony. Could I ask Councillor Crystal Gibbs to come forward with Elder Shirley Gustafson to administer the oath of office? Crystal and Shirley. One of you is going to read the Lands Authority and the other will read the Councillor. Just teasing. Please speak into the microphone. Okay, yes, please, whenever you're ready.
I, Councillor Crystal Gibbs, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge
I, Councillor Crystal Gibbs, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of Clayton and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of Clayton and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
To work diligently for the good of Clayton community.
To work diligently for the good of Clayton community.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of Clayton.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of Clayton.
To uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution.
To uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution.
To advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local, provincial, federal, and international.
To advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local, provincial, federal, and international.
To uphold the responsibilities of my office as councillor.
To uphold the responsibilities of my office as of my office as counselor,
to treat all people with respect,
to treat all people with respect,
to work for the people of Claytley-Tenay with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority and without favor to any individual or family.
to work for the people of Claytley-Tenay with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority and without favor to any individual or family. Thank you.
Not hard at all, is it? You just have to follow what elder says, right? Right. While Councillor Crystal and Elder Shirley are signing the documents, could I ask to come forward, please, Councillor Dominic Domo Frederick and his witness, Elder Chester William. Gents, would you come forward? Chester, thank you. There you are, sir.
Can't see that.
I know it's, all you have to do is follow Chester's lead. Elder Chester, if you would, sir. Thank you.
Okay, I, Councillor Dominic Frederick, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge
I, Dominic Frederick, solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of the Lheidli and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of Lheidli and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
To work diligently for the good of the Lheidli community.
To work diligently for the good of the Lheidli community.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of the Lheidli.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of the Lheidli.
To uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution.
To uphold the spirit and the intent of our Constitution.
To advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local, provincial, federal, and international.
To advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local government, provincial, and federal, and international.
To uphold the responsibilities of my office as councillor.
To uphold the responsibilities of my office as councillor.
To treat all people with respect.
To treat all people with respect.
To work for the people of the Lheidli with the best interests of all citizens of the nations as my priority and without favor to any individual or family.
To work for the people of Lheidli with the best interests of all citizens of the nation and as my priority and without favor to any individual or family.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you both, and I would just say, once we have sworn in your new council, I'm going to invite all of you back to say a few words, so you can have a few minutes to get your speeches ready. Okay, 2 down, 6 to go. Great work, everybody. Pleasure to call again forward Councillor, this time, Clayton Poutney, and Regina Toth to hopefully do the right clay. I promise, I'm hoping we'll get the right script for you. Counselor. Counselor. Well, they look pretty good. It looks really good. Yeah, it looks about right. Okay. All right. Regina, we'll ask you to start, please. Thank you.
Should we go right to the middle part? We'll start over from the top.
Yeah, let's take it from the top.
I, Councillor Clayton Poutney, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge
I, Councillor Clayton Poutney, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of Clayton Tenay, and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of Clayton Tenay, and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
To work diligently for the good of Clayton Tenay community.
To work diligently for the good of the Clayton Tenay community.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of Clayton Tenay.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of the Clayton Tenay.
To uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution.
To uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution.
To advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local, provincial, federal, and international.
To advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local, provincial, federal, and international.
To uphold the responsibilities of my office as councillor.
To uphold the responsibilities of my office as councillor.
To treat all people with respect.
To treat all people with respect.
To work for the people of Clayton Tenay with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority and without favor to any individual or family.
To work for the people of the Clayton Tenay with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority and without favor to any individual or family.
Congratulations, Councillor.
Thank you.
And the scripts were the same. Hey, well done, you. Oh, a little speller.
A little spelling mistake. That kind of runs on there.
Okay, thank you, Councillor, for that. Thank you, Regina. Thank you, Clayton. It didn't take them long, did it? Thank you both, and we're going to get you to sign your documents. And then we would ask Councillor Kyle McIntosh, and I'm not sure if anybody's met his witness yet. Anybody know an Elder Darlene McIntosh? Chancellor of the University of Northern British Columbia. Miley, are you going to get photos? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You're welcome here with the photographic group. Absolutely. There you are, sir. Thank you. Elder Dar just made a promise, even if it's the Lands Authority, she'll figure it out and make sure Kyle gets. Thank you, Dar. Off to you.
Councillor Kyle McIntosh, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge.
I do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and my knowledge.
To respect all laws, policies, and traditions of the Clayton Tenay, and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
To respect all laws, policies, and traditions of the Clayton Tenay, and to discharge my duties in keeping with these.
To work diligently for the good of the Clayton Tenay community.
To work diligently for the good of the Clayton Tenay community.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of the Clayton Tenay.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of the Clayton Tenay.
To uphold the spirit and the intent of our Constitution.
To uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution.
To advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local, provincial, federal, and international.
To advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local, provincial, federal, and international.
To uphold the responsibilities of my office as councillor.
To uphold the responsibilities of my office as councillor.
To treat all people with respect.
To treat all people with respect.
To work for the people of Clayton Tenay with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority and without favor to any individual or family.
To work for the people of the Clayton Tenay with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority without favor to any individual family.
Congratulations, Kyle.
That was the one I was most worried about, is having Elder Dar read the wrong script. So thankful to our Claytley team to make sure that script was right. While Kyle and Elder Dar are signing off, could I invite forward, please, one of your new counselors, Tashina Seymour, and her witness, Emily Seymour. Seymour girls, we're on a bit of a tight time frame tonight. If we could ask you to just a quick short story. Tashina, Tash Socks, as she's known in some social circles, used to live just up the road from where my family and I did. And I remember to this day this bratty kid walking down Dundee Drive from where she and her family lived on their way to Hart Highlands Elementary. And I always wondered, if one day I got to get back at the kid who would, make a face at me if I was working in the garden or cutting the lawn. And she remembers that he or she who has control of the microphone is in charge, right? Would you give it up for Tashina and Emily? I sure hope so, Emily. Still giving it to me. Thank you, Emily. Would you take us away, please?
Counselor Tashina Seymour, do you solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge?
I, Counselor Tashina Seymour, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge.
To respect all laws, policies, and traditions of Claytley Tenay, and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
To respect all laws, policies, and traditions of Claytley Tenay, and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
To work diligently for the good of the Claytley Tenay community.
To work diligently for the good of the Claytley Tenay community.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of the Claytley Tenay.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of the Claytley Tenay.
To uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution.
To uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution.
To advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations local.
To advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local, provincial, federal, and international.
To uphold the responsibilities of my office as counselor.
To uphold the responsibilities of my office as counselor.
To treat all people with respect.
To treat all people with respect.
To work for the people of Claytley Tenay with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority and without favor to any individual or family.
To work for the people of Claytley Tenay with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority and without favor to any individual or family.
Thank you. My middle name. Kids these days, eh? Yeah, can't work with them, can't work without them. We have fathers and sons, mothers and daughters. My goodness, you Claytley folks do keep it all in the family, don't you? This is a great sign for the future. Please welcome back now Counselor Jamie Bird, and I believe Elder Robert, you will administer the oath of office to your darling son in his position as counselor. Okay, darling, well, okay, that's a stretch. But anyway, for tonight, let's just have you two. Jamie, please step it up. We're on a tight time. Don't forget to speak into the microphone. Yeah. Elder Robert, take it away, please.
I, Councillor Jamie Bird, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge.
I, Counselor Jamie Bird, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge.
To respect all laws, policies, traditions of Lake Tenay, and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of Clayton Tenay, and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
To work diligently for the good of the Lake Tenay community.
To work diligently for the good of the Clayton Tenay community.
To build a consensus for decisions. To respect all other elected officers and employees of Lake Tenay.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of Clayton Tenay.
To uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution.
To uphold the spirit and the intent of our Constitution.
To advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local, federal, or provincial, federal, and international.
To advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local, provincial, federal, and international.
To uphold the responsibilities of my office as counselor.
To uphold the responsibilities of my office as counselor.
To treat all people with respect.
To treat all people with respect.
To work for the people of Clayton Tenay with the best interest of all citizens of the nation as my priority, without favor to any individual or family.
To work for the people of Clayton Tenay with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority, and without favor to any individual or family.
Thank you both, and as Councillor Jamie and Elder Robert are signing the oaths of office and documents, we'll ask now Councillor Miranda Seymour and her witness, Carrie Chersanoff. Sorry, Carrie, if I've not pronounced your last name quite correctly, but we'll ask you both to come up. How was I? Pretty good? Okay. A little bit. Okay. There's Miranda. And there you are, Carrie. Thanks, Carrie, and we'll ask you to start.
I, Councillor Miranda, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge.
I, Councillor Miranda Seymour, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of Clayton Tenay, and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of Clayton Tenay, and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
To work diligently for the good of the Clayton Tenay community.
To work diligently for the good of the Clayton Tenay community.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of the Clayton Tenay.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of the Clayton Tenay.
To uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution.
To uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution.
To advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local, provincial, federal, and international.
To advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local, provincial, federal, and international.
To uphold the responsibilities of my office as counselor.
To uphold the responsibilities of my office as counselor.
To treat all people with respect.
To treat all people with respect.
To work for the people of Clayton Tenay with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority and without favor to any individual or family.
To work for the people of Clayton Tenay with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority without favor to any individual or family.
Congratulations.
All right, now I'll ask all previous council sworn in to make your way to the front, please, and we'll hear from you in just a minute. But first, please welcome Councillor Doug Olson and his witness, Mom Jane Olson. Will you give the Olson team a warm, Claytley welcome? Councillor Doug has left the room. Oh, no, there he is. And Mom's with him. Okay. All right, Mom, it's over to you.
I, Councillor Doug Olson, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge
I, Councillor Doug Olson, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of Laidley Tenay, and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of Claytley Tenay, and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
To work diligently for the good of the Laidley Tenay community.
To work diligently for the good of the Claytley Tenay community.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of the Laidley Tenay.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all the other elected officers and employees of the Claytley Tenay.
To uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution.
To uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution.
To advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local, provincial, federal, and international.
To advocate on behalf of our community at levels of government, including First Nations, local, provincial, federal, and international.
To uphold the responsibilities of my office as councillor.
To uphold the responsibilities of my office as councillor.
To treat all people with respect.
To treat all people with respect.
To work for the people of Claytley Tenay with best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority, and without favor to any individual or family.
To work for the people of Claytley Tenay with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority, and without favor to any individual or family.
While Doug and Mom are signing the documents, where's my new council? Let's hear it for them. Come on up together. You're going to be spending a lot of time together. Councillor Crystal, you're up first for a few words, and then we'll ask Councillor Frederick, Councillor Poutney, and the others to share any initial thoughts you wish with the members. Forgot to mention we are live streaming, as Claytley's been doing the last couple of years. Hello to all members, excuse my voice, tuning in from coast to coast to coast. Hello, Claytley members. You've got hockey on one channel and swearing-in ceremony on the other. You got to love these people caves, eh, with multiple screens. All right. Yeah, let's come up. You got 2 microphones. Learn to share. You know, there's 8 of you now. Oh, at the podium. Okay. Councillor Gibbs would like to use the podium. And as soon as Doug and Jane are done, you're all done? Signed off? Elder Veronica, they signed in the right place? Okay. Please give a warm welcome to our first speaker, Councillor Crystal Gibbs.
Thank you, everyone. I guess other than the oath of office I just took, I think it's very important to acknowledge everybody in this room, our elders who were able to come out. It's great to see you all here, our membership, our families. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't be in this position without the support of my family. They're always rooting me on. It's amazing, and I thank you all for it, especially my husband. He made me say that. And our partnerships. Our staff, these partnerships are so important in developing and maintaining to push our nation forward. And to all the new council. We have a very diverse, powerful group. I think we will all work very well together. I think it will be a force to be reckoned with. And yeah, thank you everybody for being here.
Thank you very much. Councillor Frederick, please.
Good evening. Hadi. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge the Neza, Tekeza, Skaize, and the matriarchs, our grandmothers, our grandfathers, our chiefs, former chiefs, councillors. Getting a little bit emotional. But anyways, I'm happy to serve my community again. I appreciate the community putting their trust in me again for another 2 years. I'm honored to serve you again. I'm honored to serve allegiance to you and to my community members. And I think that's what it's all about. It's not about me. It's not about us, you know. I acknowledge all the new councillors that are in and the former councillors that are in. Welcome, welcome. I think, you know, it's it'll be good, you know. We have to work together, you know, and we have to learn to work together all the time, you know. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it gets easy, sometimes it gets hard. Because we don't understand, we don't really understand what we're doing at the beginning, you know. And by the time these new ones, they start learning about what they're supposed to be doing and what their responsibilities are, it'll be their time will be up in 2 years, which is not enough time. It's not enough time to learn, and not even enough time for them to get ready. But I think everything is there, you know, and most of it is there, you know, but we have to make ways for our next generation. We have to pave the way for them. It's no longer about us, it's about them. If we don't do it, they're not going to survive. They'll be taken over by government and everything else that's going on around us. With that, I'd like to thank you all, and thank you all the partners, and thank you, Chief and Council. And God bless you all. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Domo. I'd invite Councillor Clayton Clay Poutney to say a few words. Councillor?
Yeah, this is great. No, thanks everybody. Thank you for coming out to witness everything. It's always great to see a lot of familiar faces. I've been away for a little while, but I look out in the crowd and I like to see all these people we're going to be working with to help push our nation forward. I'd like to thank the community for putting your faith in me again, to be up here. We have a pretty powerhouse team coming in, a lot of council members. Everyone brings a different perspective, which is awesome. That helps, you know, drive our nation forward. And yeah, I'm just kind of keeping it short and sweet. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming out.
Thank you, Councillor Poutney. Please welcome Councillor McIntosh.
Well, I'm not as freestyle as everybody else here, so please. So I'd just like to say good evening to everybody in attendance here. It's wonderful to see everybody here. But forgive me, I may fall short on words to express my emotions and gratitude for the opportunity I've received to be reelected to council. I'm incredibly honored to stand here before you. I'd like to send my sincere thanks to all who supported me through this election, especially my wife, Nathan, and son, Cade, unfortunately, who couldn't be here tonight because he's teething quite terribly. And I would like to congratulate Chief Logan on her third term as chief, and as well as Councillor Gibbs on her third term as councillor. So well done, ladies. And another big congratulations goes out to the newly elected council members, Dominic Frederick, Clayton Poutney, Sheena Seymour, J.B. Bird, Miranda Seymour, and Doug Olson. I look forward to working with you and to help support the future of Clayton Tenay, so great. And let's be honest, my first term as council was a steep learning curve. As Domo said, 2 years goes by very quickly. There's lots of listening, learning, adapting, and ever-changing needs of our members. And so thank you to the community. I'm extremely humbled and proud to represent you for another term. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Kyle. In the interest of time, I think we'll just gloss over this next councillor. Oh, sorry. Oh, apparently not. In keeping with Clayton, please give it up for Councillor Tash Seymour.
I think it's in the best interests of us all to take the microphone away for a few minutes. Good evening, everyone. Like Kyle, I need to be a little more prepared. I'm not very good at public speaking just yet, but I'm hoping to get better very quickly. I'm truly honored and humbled to stand before you today as a newly elected member of council. First and foremost, I want to thank each and every one of you for your support, your trust, and your belief in me. It means more than words can say. Sorry, I'm a little emotional. Tonight was very special for me. Not only did I have my daughter stand up and be brave, but I also had my grandma witness. So, yeah, I just want to say thank you to them for being there for me. I'd like to thank my family for their love and their patience and their encouragement. They've been my foundation. Lastly, I would like to thank our members and staff who stayed to count at the band office until 4 a.m. on election night. Your dedication is very much appreciated. This moment is so special. It's about unity. It's about coming together as a community with a shared vision and commitment to the well-being of our people. I believe that when we listen to one another, support one another, and work together with respect and purpose, we can create real and lasting change for our community. I'm excited for what lies ahead. We will walk this path together with our hearts grounded in our traditions and our eyes looking forward to our strong future for our children and our grandchildren. I would also like to say congratulations to Darlene and our council, newly elected council, and for those who are re-elected. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Seymour. And it is a pleasure now to call on Councillor Jamie, but we're going to substitute. Well, Jamie, do you mind if Councillor Miranda's? All right, please give it up for the other Seymour on Councillor. Welcome, Miranda Seymour.
Sorry about that. Hattie, good evening, everyone. First, I just want to acknowledge and congratulate again our new Chief and Council and Lands Authority members. I'm really looking forward to serving and working with you all over the next 2 years. I'm so very grateful to have been elected to Council and Lands Authority. I have so many I wish to express my most sincerest thanks and gratitude. In no particular order. Thank you to everyone who voted in this election and to those who saw something in me and put their trust in me enough to vote for me. Thank you. To my family, friends, co-workers, wider Prince George community members who supported and encouraged me along the way, thank you. Thank you to Elder Veronica for being our witness today, and to my sister Carrie and my Auntie Shirley for serving as my witnesses today. Thank you. Last but not least, thank you to our outgoing Chief and Council, a few of which were re-elected, so Chief Logan, Councillor Gibbs, Councillor Jail, Councillor McIntosh, Councillor Seymour, and Councillor Gagnon. Thank you for the past 2 years of your service and working hard to move our community forward. Today, I am filled with so much gratitude, but tomorrow I'm excited to get to work. I know I have much to learn, but I'm eager to learn, and I'm ready to tackle any challenge. I'm ready to put my knowledge, skills, and heart to benefit our community and to continue to move Claytley Tenay forward in a good way. So, Masicho, let's get to work. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Councillor Miranda. Please welcome Councillor Jamie Bird.
Unlike Kevin, I'm going to keep this short. I'd just like to thank everybody for coming tonight. Thank the community for believing in me, voting me in. Thank my family. Sorry. My family for believing in me. Look forward to working with you all, learning from you all, and serving the community. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Councillor Jamie, and please welcome Councillor Doug Olson. That's it? Come on, welcome, Councillor. By day, he runs Tano Fuels. On the weekends, he's a search and rescue guy. Now, he's a councillor. Go ahead, Doug.
First of all, I'd like to thank all the community for voting me in. I'm very, very grateful. Over the last 8 years, I've had the privilege of getting to know most of the community and think of them as extended family. So I am going to do whatever I'm going to be working my butt off and, to help move the community and our nation forward. And we have a great crew here, so I don't have any questions, and that we're not going to be able to do some good work. Thank you.
Thank you, new councillors. All right. Don't forget, photos after we're done. Time to do your hair. Check your... Thank you. Let's thank them, and you can return to your seats. That's it? You elected this great group, and you're not... Hello, Claytley Tenay. It's more like... Yeah, pound the tables. Let's show a little enthusiasm here. My goodness, you're Claytley. Not some of those other nations that may not have quite the spirit that Claytley Tenay does. All right. We've inducted, sworn in your Lands Authority representatives, your 8, count them, and don't forget, that's how big your nation is. You get 1 councillor, I'm told, per 100 members. So you're growing by leaps and bounds. We have 1 more person to swear in, and it's a pleasure now to call on Darlene Logan to come forward. And her witness is Elder Les Baker. Would you two come up? Wow, okay. All right, Les, for once she's got to follow somebody, and that would be you. So please administer her oath of office.
I, Chief Darlene Logan, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge.
I, Chief Darlene Logan, do solemnly commit to the best of my ability and knowledge
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of the Claytley Tenay, and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
to respect all laws, policies, and traditions of the Claytley Tenay, and to discharge my duty in keeping with these.
To work diligently for the good of the Claytley Tenay community.
To work diligently for the good of the Claytley Tenay community.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of the Claytley Tenay.
To build a consensus for decisions and to respect all other elected officers and employees of the Claytley Tenay.
To uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution.
to uphold the spirit and intent of our Constitution,
to advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local, provincial, federal, and international,
to advocate on behalf of our community at all levels of government, including First Nations, local, provincial, federal, and international,
to uphold the responsibilities of my chief office as chief,
to uphold my responsibilities of my office as chief,
to treat all people with respect,
to treat all people with respect,
to work for the people of the Lheidli with the best interests of all citizens of the nation as my priority and without favor to any individual or family,
to work for the people of Lheidli with the best interest of all citizens of the nation as my priority and without favor of any individual family.
All right, Elder Veronica will witness this signing, Chief and Elder Les. And then we'll ask Chief Logan to come forward and share some initial thoughts. Is she all signed in? Just before I turn the microphone over to Chief Logan, could I get a thank you to Barb Allen and Sahid, please, for all the great work in making sure the documents got signed properly. And how about a big thank you to Elder Veronica Seymour? I've got good news for you, Elder. You get to go sit with your family now. Phyllis, did you want to come and give Mom a hand? Hang on, Veronica. Your darling daughter's coming to guide you. One more time, Elder Veronica. This is important work, this witness stuff. She doesn't miss a beat, I tell you, as do all our elders. Would you please, giving her first address since becoming chief again, give a warm welcome to Chief Darlene Logan.
Yes, I still get nervous. So, Hadi, welcome everybody. Welcome to our members. Welcome our members that have traveled out of town to be here today. So I did get permission from Elder Veronica to let you know that she's our eldest living member. So, and I'm like everybody else, I gotta have paper or else I'll forget. So it's my pleasure to be with you here this evening to celebrate the official swearing in of our councillors and Lands Authority. I want to thank everyone for attending. I see a number of our members and our close friends, our partners and associates, everyone. I do want to give a shout out to Sonic, who's always there for every community event. So. I also want to thank all the candidates who put their names forward for this election and congratulate all those that were successful. So Lheidli today has made history with this election. It's pretty exciting. So I'm the first female chief to be elected 3 terms consecutively. So the overwhelming support and the vote of confidence from our members, it just fills me with pride and gives me the push I need sometimes. And another first in Clayton Tenay history, we have 2 former chiefs sitting on our council, Dominic Frederick and Clayton Poutney. And then we've made another Clayton Tenay first. We have 3 members voted in as council. We have Clay, Miranda, and Jamie. And they have also been voted in for Lands Authority as well. So quite a bit of firsts. I want to congratulate Crystal and Kyle for being re-elected on council. Being re-elected speaks volumes to your commitment to the community, and the members see it. So congratulations. And then congratulations to Doug and Tashina, our new council. Your work with the members and the community has been recognized. This team is, as you see, this team, we all have one thing in mind, and that's the future of Clayton Tenay. And I would like to thank the previous councilors, Wendy Jail, John West, Joshua Seymour, who's here, Robert Gagnon, for their time on council. Tonight, I am truly humbled to be sworn in again as chief. It's the greatest honor to serve our members, to build opportunities, to see our nation be lifted up and succeed. For the past 2 terms as chief and previously on council, I've been committed to realizing the positive change for our members, and I'm thrilled to be continuing to do this. Our members we have elected are diverse, dynamic council. From the youth to experience, you are all, Clayton Tenay is extremely well represented with this council. I'm really super excited about this. 8 councilors, and we all come from different backgrounds, different things. It's going to be a learning curve, like everything's a learning curve in life, but I think we're going to do great things with the community as moving it forward. While we have a tremendous amount of work ahead of us, I know the commitment to our membership will ensure that we lead with honesty, integrity, and openness. We will build and continue to build the strong relationships with those elected alongside of us, like the city, regional district, the province, and the federal government. And I'm pleased to see so many of them here tonight. These government-to-government relationships have ensured that our advocacy on your behalf was not only heard loudly, but advanced. We continue to advocate and fight to connect the north and south side reserves. Yes, the long-awaited bridge. We will not stop fighting for better outcomes and opportunities for our members. We will continue to seek economic opportunities that build upon our strengthening financial position. That will provide training, education, better jobs. We all have a role to play. And I look forward to serving you again as chief. This is for a personal thank you, not only to the members for all their support, but to my family. Like Tashina said, there are encouragements, there are rocks. They're the ones that see us on our good days. They see us on our bad. And they're always there. They're always there for us when we need a hug, because they know that we can't talk about a lot of the stuff that goes on at work. So they just quietly give you a hug. So thank you so much for always being there. And one special thank you to my granddaughter, Rain. She's always available for retail therapy. She lets me buy her things, so. So again, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you to the members that came tonight and all the elders, and especially Veronica, who's always there for the community, always at every event, always there with a smile, and always there for a hug. So again, thank you all, and I'm excited, and I can't wait for the future. Thank you.
Lee. Okay, fine, we'll practice. Chief, could I ask you to stay back, and I would invite council up. We have an impromptu presentation to Chief and Council. All new council members, and you know who you are. And Chief Logan, please come up front to my left. And I would invite Acting Mayor Susan Scott, Councillor Frizzell to come forward, please. The what? Okay, well, at least the women of council are. Please give it up for Acting Mayor Prince George, Susan Scott.
Thank you, Kevin. And I just want to note for anybody else who hasn't understood this that, you know, we talk about interprovincial trade. Look who we got from Ontario. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks for coming back. My first thought is to tell you that last week I was part of a delegation that was privileged to visit Victoria, to visit government leaders. And meeting after meeting, we were acknowledged for our relationship with Clay-Cleetonnet. It's a big deal. Thank you. And I think Councillor Frizzell has something to say.
Well, thank you very much. Congratulations. In a time where we've got a lot of threats out there geopolitically, it's ever more important to have a tight, close relationship. And if there's been one thing in the last 15 years that's been growing and growing, it's watching that relationship. What a strong council you have, what a strong history, but person after person has been focusing on the future. And we are delighted to extend the warmth of City of Prince George on behalf of Mayor Yu, and all of the councillors wanted to be here tonight, but for a couple of different family reasons were unable to. But on behalf of Mayor Yu, Acting Mayor Scott, this is the beginning of the future, and thank you for inviting us. It's a tremendous honor to be here.
Don't be shy, new counselors. Step up there. And we invite members to come forward and take a photo too, if you wish. There'll be time later, but if you want to come now, that'd be great. Anybody else? Chuck's happy, James is happy. Joelle, how about... Okay, we got a couple of members coming forward. Carrie, yes. Still keep smiling, Chief. Councillors? No, don't, no, I got a face for radio. Anyone else? Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. In the interest of time, okay, they can keep smiling. It never ends once you're in council. Oh, right there. We have to wave too. All right, let's hear it. Thank you, City of Prince George and Clay-Cleetonnet, Chief and Council. We've got a closing number from Khastan Drummers. Okay. Cashed. Jennifer will help me. Oh, wait. All right, and then we are going to have time for photos and hugs and whatever else goes on in political life. Let's hear a hand for Mr. Tawfiq Islam, our Executive Director, and his team at Claytley Tenay. One more time for the great group at House of Ancestors. Who else do we need to thank? Anybody? I think we've pretty much done it. Could we have that fabulous Claytley Tenay drum group come and drum us out of tonight's swearing in? Come on, let's hear it for them, right, Brenda? You're going to explain the song. Okay.
So this is a song I was trying to say that we're going to do the last time. This is Morris Qua, it's Lament. So it's going to talk about the different nations that, and please feel free to dance because this is a celebration. And Morris Qua was a former Lately chief, so we thought it would be fitting to do this song. Before we do that, I just want to mention that May 5th is Red Dress Day, and everyone is invited at 1 p.m. at the monument. So we really hope to see a lot of you there. And if you don't know what Red Dress Day is, Google it. Just kidding. No. It's Missing and Murdered Indigenous Peoples Day, where we recognize the fact that there are many of our people that are missing or murdered, and that includes men and boys as well. So please come out and support us.
Let's hear it for them. Come on. Our own Claytley drummers with their new hockey jerseys, looking real good. And as Brenda says, you can see everyone on Monday for that ceremony. Unfinished business, Chief and Council, Lands Authority, you have photos to take. Thank you all partners for coming. Thank you members who tuned in on live stream. We'll see you again for your annual general meeting, whenever that may be held. Neil and Chief, you have a little video story to tell about reconciliation. And Chief and Council, Barb has flowers for each of you, and Elder Veronica. That's it. Thank you very much on behalf of all Clayton First Nation members for joining us tonight here at the House of Ancestors. Good night, safe travels home. All right, James, we need you to take charge. Everybody see Todd Corrigal for photos, Chief and Council. Do a group photo here. That sounds great. I see people behind me.